gentlemen in the mix.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday stream.
It's time for Power Hour.
We have less than 1 hour until the weekly candle close, which will be not very exciting. I don't think we've had anything exciting to talk about on Bitcoin in a while. Just looking like we're gonna close around the same price we were closing at on average every day since the 5th, since the beginning of the month. Man, can you believe we have like 1 week left until March? That's what's crazy about all this. But yeah, it's still just oscillating between two levels. We're waiting for a technical event to occur on Bitcoin. Technical event would be a level of inflections broken, potentially back tested one way or another. That's either we're breaking 90K bearishly or we're breaking 100K bullishly. I don't really care which way we go. You know what? I mean, like deep down, I want it to be over 100. I do. I want us to break 100K, then back test it as support. Like what I want is, okay, the coin flips continue. Well, one day the coin lands, you know, really the way we want, and we do this, and then we do this, and then we're doing that. That would be like the best thing ever. Okay. But you can't say that you have an edge claiming that that's coming more than this. You have about the same amount of chance be either outcome. And frankly, it's obnoxious. Okay. I love impulses, man, but hey, we're still not even close to this. I mean, this was 8 months, and now we're 3 months. 3 months of this. So, could you imagine doubling that and then more? Because it could happen, man. But again, you have 3 big levels up here. That's it. 90K, 100K, 106 to 108K. Okay. I know, man. I know. Riveting developments, right? Riveting. The price of Bitcoin's trading like a 5-minute chart. You look at 5-minute, this is typically what it looks like. Okay, weekly. I mean, it's so close here. 49 minutes. They could turn this thing green. You were only down $100. What is it? $100? $120. It could turn green. So still nothing from sellers. Man, they're just not really here. So I think like what we got going on is we have a fair market price of Bitcoin, 96K. Pretty obvious, right? Not enough supply or selling pressure to even test the bottom of the range, and certainly not even near enough demand to even come close to the top of the range. Purgatory, man. Crypto purgatory. Well, I mean, think about the altcoins. It's kind of, you know, mixed bag, right? Tons of altcoins completing M shapes. All you need is the coin flip on Bitcoin to bounce for a big reaction at a deep 886 retrace, the completion zone of those M shapes, right? That's all we need. We just need bullish move next. And then they will start respecting the TA. But man, they're just, I'm sorry, they're not catching any bids at these 886s when we should be getting reactions. We're not. I'll show you some of that today. So, I don't know, 48 minutes until could be the lowest weekly candle close since January 6th, but then, you know, 47 minutes it could not be, too. That's, yeah, anemic or idiolated. I'm telling you, you're going to know that word, idiolated price action. Lacking luster. Feeble. Wow. Okay. One thing that's pretty crazy is Ethereum. Should we just go ahead and do it?
Since we started out on BitConf, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum. Wow. How's this happening? I mean, the largest heist in cryptocurrency history. $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum extracted from a Bybit wallet. Bybit's wallet. And it's up 2%. It bullishly engulfed yesterday, going for its highest daily candle close since the 3rd of February. Maybe Eric Trump was right. Still tough to manage risk, right? I mean, where would you? Maybe if you were trying here, you could say, all right, man, I'm going to do this swing low. I would not own Ethereum below 2660. But we don't know our upside potential. We know like 2,900 and 3K could be major reversal areas. So that could be to the extent of this little rally that's going on. It does look like you have the argument for a falling wedge pattern that's deep within its development, right? I mean, the closer an asset gets, you know, with that structure, the closer an asset gets to the apex, which is the convergence, the meeting of the two trend lines, the higher the probability of resolution, and they could break it upward, but you got so much to do, man. Trading below the 200-day moving average. You just most recently put in a pretty big lower low than the previous lows on the daily. You don't have any forms of confirmation here. The only good thing you have going for you is somehow the buyers recaptured, I guess, the structure itself. They got the price right back into the wedge, the date of February 12th on that big engulfing candle. Been sideways, but nevertheless, it's at the highs of the day and will probably continue for another 45 minutes. It might make it to 2,900 by end of day. Yeah, look, right? The futures just opened on the stock market. They can't be red. No way with this. Let's take it out. Take a look. Check it out. Take a look. They are positive. S&P 500 futures up 0.27% on the new week after the drawdown. Dow Jones futures up 0.21%. NASDAQ futures up 0.34%. And then your Russell 2000 futures up 0.39%. So there you go. Immediately out the gate, some bids have come in on U.S. futures. So that's always going to be good for crypto. Because normally it's like, hey, if the stock market's not doing well, most likely crypto's not doing well either. And if the stock market's doing well, it's not guaranteed at all that crypto's going to be doing well. So, but that's good, man. You don't want the market to just continue flailing and rolling over, at least in the stock market. So nice, dude. Nice stuff. You got a wedge. You're back in it, but you got a lot of resistance to break. You can see the supply line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle closes, right? That's so real of a supply line that is confluent with the 2,900 support resistance. So it's like you breaking that, well, then you got the 200 right above it at 2,940. Then you got to break 3,000 psychological level. So it's just so much work. But man, breaking above 3K, you could have a nice run to 3,400. So, but yeah, again, like the argument's just, do I see like a confirmed bottom being put in? No, not really. See 1 and 2. So you see like one valley, a second valley, a third valley. On the third valley, you get a confirmation low, fake out. You don't really have that here, so it's just a lot tougher. And the issue is like you don't really, I mean, it doesn't look like you have any sort of edge on the oscillators right now. I guess what's cool is they recaptured neutral, got us out of the bearish control zone, and it's running. The highest relative strength reading on Ethereum seen since January 17th. That's going on right now, breaching above 50. Dead neutral for now. It's tough, man. It's tough to trust this market. It really is. Nice wedge, though. I mean, all right, how are you going to argue with the wedge's existence? It's there, man. It's identifying itself as a wedge. Do not deny it. Do not misgender it. Okay? Yeah, it can be a channel, too. Right? Whatever. It never, I don't even think you saw an 886. You only saw 78% retrace here. You got the 100% retrace, 886, but yeah, not a second test. But all right, I mean, it's just, this is the only thing we can talk about, really. This and Bitcoin Cash, you know, like somehow Ethereum's up, somehow Bitcoin's down 0.5%. Bitcoin's up, or Ethereum's up 2.6% near the highs of the day. Just saw its highest price literally since February 6th. So let's just pay attention. I'll have an alert set up if we're getting the highs of the day. Okay. Trump coin's got one of those little arguments you asked. 4-hour joke, but harmonic framework's there, and you could manage risk. You can set entries, stop losses, and you know you have good upside potential. So, yeah. I mean, if y'all want to look at Trump coin, probably not, but we can look at like the bigger ones first. Like, hey, XRP's flipping positive today. Nice. But just look, man, I need insurance, okay? I'm all about XRP long term, okay? After this, someone came in and bought so much, and even on this crazy liquidation event, look where the price is. Like I'm okay with it long term, but like if you're talking about levels, we need to invalidate an evening star from the 20th, and we need to recapture 272, that candle high close from December 2nd. I just need those things. I'll feel a lot better about it, okay? Once that happens, okay, man, we are probably good for, we're going to 332. We might break and go to price discovery if that can occur anytime soon. But the longer the price stays below 265, 272, it makes it impossible to manage risk. Like, where would you set your stop loss if you were longing this right now? What would be your argument for longing it? Like the oscillator looks like, okay, you know, if they gave us one more markdown or something, whatever, I mean, that's when you'd probably get some divergence argument on both oscillators, a low, then the lower low here. Oh, then we could start talking about an edge, but you don't have an edge. Like, you just don't have one on the daily. So it's just neutral, I guess. But again, you could have max downside potential below this level because history shows down, up, down, up. So it could be down again. So I just give me above 272 XRP Moon Boys and we'll be all right. Until then, I'm a little sketched out, and I don't think you could blame me for being a little weirded out when the asset's not correlating well to a resistance, the top of a range, really. Not once, but twice, you know. Like the 4 hours kind of like, dang. I mean, 4 hours kind of interesting because, like, whoa, are they literally bottoming here? Are they putting in a base, bottoming base higher than this one? All right, but like before that, though, before they were doing all that this weekend on nothing, no volume, I mean, that was up thrusting through the key level. They were up thrusting through it, and then they were formally re-regarding it as resistance. That was like a form of confirmation, like a high, a lower high, and that's distribution. And that's like, okay, more of the same of what we've been seeing. But at the same time, look, locally, dang, dude, they're just kind of probably got, what, a demand line here? However, yeah, there's a demand line. Don't break that. Well, you were getting real close today. Shoot. You have, like, no room for error. Like, Bitcoin cannot go down to 92K. It can't. It has to go to 100K next. Or I just don't know how it's going to go well for XRP or anything, really. So... Okay, are we here? Everyone here, is the audio level's good? Let me know, man. All right, because, you know, stream as of late has been not what it used to be, right? Yeah, we go through these long periods of nothing for same price 90 days ago. Yeah, it kills the stream. It kills, everything dies, okay? Morale dies, all of it. Because, like, you could have an awesome setup on the stock market and there's just no hype. It's like, what? It has to be crypto. It literally has to be Bitcoin. It has to be XRP. Or the community just, like, falls apart. It's like, okay, cool. So let's look at BNB. They're trying to hold support again. Nice, but man, it is so choppy. I mean, this is like legit. Just, I like it above 638, truly, but at the same time, right? Other side of the fence, we haven't made a higher high since the all-time high December 8th. That's real, right? We've only made lower highs, including the most recent one, right? And that's a bearish back test of 691.80, the 2021 cycle top. So, I mean, stay above 638. It might be time to break to all-time highs, but until then, I'm just kind of like, ugh. That'd probably be my line in the sand for BNB, is like below 633, 634. I'm kind of be like, no, big no from me, dog. Yeah, people here are the real ones, that's for sure. Definitely. Okay, Solana, you don't want to see Solana. There's nothing endearing or exciting or good about it, okay? It's going for what's going to happen in 36 minutes. Have all stayed the same, chat, okay? I mean, this isn't an opinion. This is just real life, okay? And you're going to have to really, really dig deep to not get offended here, okay? Okay, I know I don't want to... People getting real upset. Going for the lowest daily candle close since November 4th. That's just reality. That's like about to happen. Okay. So, and I would think, like, you know, there deeper levels. 159, 160 needs to be retested again. It doesn't look good to me. RSI looks pretty miserable, just hanging around at 33.7.
I'm happy to catch a stream live. We ain't going anywhere. Thanks for everything.
Zimpal, thanks for the 10, dude. Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks for being here. I'm telling you, man, like, you know, what sucks is like, hey, we were here when there was opportunity. We were here in September, October, when all those M shapes developed, Bitcoin recaptured 58K, they back tested that support with an engulfing candle, trade setup got put, all those things, like, and the hype was kind of as bad as it is now, which is ridiculous, right? And then the pump happens, and it's like, oh my God, 2,500 viewers, oh my God, everyone's freaking out, chat's going insane every day, and then 90 days later, back to where we were in November or less. Ugh. Send us back to the legendary Gartley days. No, I do not want Bitcoin to be at $3,343 ever again. It won't. I don't think we'll ever see a $3,000 Bitcoin again, ever. But back then, man, remember the hyperwave guy? Leah Wald and Tone Bays were all up on that. Oh, at 3,000, Bitcoin's going to 1,000. Sell your Bitcoin. Yeah, the olden days, man. So I just, wow, is there an edge? No. Is there anything that would make someone want to buy? I think you would wait till $1.30 or $130. $130 on Sol would probably be your best, safest level to look for structures to develop. Yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst one. It looked like Doge before it dumped, and it surely played out like, not quite like Doge. Doge went nuts lower. Anyway, so those are your bigger cryptos. Okay, we looked at the big ones. Let's look at total. Jonathan, how we doing over there?
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Go over here.
Okay, heart rate monitor. Beep, beep. 3.13 trillion. Sitting near the lower end of the big range between 3 trillion and 3.68 trillion. Maybe one low, maybe a second low, maybe a confirmation low has been put in. You just don't know. It could just be sideways consolidation for another big breakdown. I mean, just holy crap, man. It sucks when, all right, all we have is a framework. And if the framework isn't there, then we're just flipping coins, and that's fine. Oh, that's a lot of threes right there. Look at that. 3.13, 33. There was 33, 33. Oh my God, dude. It was just straight up just a bunch of
32.33 repeating, of course.
So we could, I mean, that's it. Yeah, there could be insane upside, max upside potential if it resolved bullishly, but we just don't, I mean, nothing on the oscillators really. I don't see any divergence. There's nothing here. Like, it could very well be setting up for lower prices. Okay. Okay, so we can look at the lesser thans, but okay, here's Dogecoin. Yeah, everyone's been congregating around the fire for the Dogecoin analysis. It's still garbage. It's just skating along that 200-day simple moving average. I think it's getting ready to go lower, but of course, like, if Bitcoin pumps, then this thing's gonna pump too. Yeah, it just looks bad. I mean, remember, 2 of 3 targets of trade setup hit. 2 of 3. Third one, it didn't get hit. And it's like, man, if we go to if big one's going to 92K again, it's gonna hit it, most likely. Yeah, so simple, man. Like, unfortunately, at this point, why not? January 31st, right? Like, at this point, why not? It was like Sol too. It's like, man, Sol maybe has an M shape, but if it falls below a level, you have to be bearish. That's what inflection points are for. Look at the price action correlation. The reasoning behind, like, you know, a short setup made sense here more than anything, right? 1 and 2. The buyers tried to recapture the key levels from before twice and failed. So there's like less market participants involved with the asset. And then the key level from history that cannot be denied by anyone. It's so real looking left, like you'd have to be an idiot to say, oh, that's not real. Okay, fine. So it was a whole argument was like a day, January 30th, they tested that level as resistance when it was support. They tested it as resistance for another day and started rolling over. And I don't remember what time it was when I posted this. But that was the whole argument, was just price action correlation. A demand line here, pretty clear, got broken. You were below it, and it was just like, okay, fine. Forget it. Screw this thing. And then it's like, okay, 1 and 2, and still just waiting on 3 down here. And that's like an inflection point. So it's like maybe that's when we start seeing, like, they violate it, they recapture it, they reconfirm it. We get an inverse head and shoulders. We get a double bottom. We get some sort of really nice structure down at a key level. so we could maybe flip long again. But it's just in la la land still, bad area. And unfortunately, I mean, there are a few, not many now, because they've been so devastated that they're all at those M-shaped completions. But there are some out there that have not yet gone to those 886s. And at the same time, they're also bearishly correlating to key levels like Doge was. I'll just show you one. I mean, this one's one of the ugliest. Algorand, perhaps you've heard of it. If you haven't, it's okay. Thing had a crazy run, right? November. Oh, look, there was an M shape. Whoa, M shape, M shape. Remember when these M shapes complete, it's like, oh, they could chop around for a couple months, whatever. But you know you're probably not going to get rug pulled much more when they complete. So they're always good to identify. So here we are, an incomplete M shape, right? We know for a fact, like, if market participants wanted to get extreme, wouldn't you want to just wait for history to repeat itself on this asset and wait for an 88% retrace? It's Algorand, man. It's not going to cure cancer. They're not going to solve any world problems. I'm telling you, they're not. So wouldn't you just wait for an 886, 1618, but an 886 here? Like, wouldn't it make all the sense in the world for this asset to eventually see that? And if not, who cares? Move on with your day. We'll find one. We'll find assets that hit 886s. So until then, don't you think that, like, what's currently happening to the asset is terrible? I mean, it's like short setup, so easy, no brainer. Why would you long this? You would only be short or not own it. That's what the most recent discernible price action is telling you. Like, get out or go short with a stop loss, though, a stop loss, strategic stop loss above 28 cents, above that wick high, because then they might run it up to 35 cents because we don't act like we know. We're just identifying what the buyers and sellers are freaking doing, and that is very real, right? They broke the key level. They broke the key level. Then they rallied it to just reconfirm its validity as resistance again before. Look what it did last time, about a year ago. Okay, you just can't be surprised. Say Bitcoin goes to 92K. All right, flip the coin. Bitcoin's going low. Then this thing has an easy 35% downside on it. And then it would what? It would hit the 88% retrace. It'd complete that big old M shape. Then things might make more sense for, hey, an argument for a reversal. I mean, they could run it back up to 27 cents. But for now, I mean, you can't be anything but bearish until data comes in that would invalidate that argument. That data would be this. Buyers would recapture the level, then they would reconfirm its validity as support. Oh man, there may be inverse head and shoulders right there. Okay, if that happened, let's talk. Until then, you just can't do anything but be bearish or not own it. But again, like this is like what I'm doing is we're looking at scam coins, okay? But the way I am looking at levels and the price of the asset correlating to those levels can be applied to any chart on any market. So that's what you should be getting out of this. Not the, oh, dude, stop looking at Algorand. It should be continue talking about the psychology between buyers and sellers at key levels of inflection. And the consequences when you have successful tests of those levels. Support or resistance. My God, look what happened when they tested it as support. Well, even the first time, they bullish engulfing candle, recaptured, test, engulfing, and then it was just gone, right? But then they came back to this level and reacted higher. And then they kind of confirmed the bottom of the close and went a little higher too. But anyway, so just Guz, man, big Guz. Okay, so this is one that's in a interesting situation. It kind of reminds me of H-bar. H-bar is similar. Maybe it reverses randomly, right? That would be your argument for a bullish reversal right now would be random. Oh, nice. Let's play the numbers game. Let's take a long on an asset that has a random chance every time. You're not going to win, okay, long term. So you're just looking at, oh, wow. So 23 cents. We know it's a level. December 9th, 20th. Okay, they broke that level. They confirmed it as resistance after breaking it, and then They attempted to rally, and there was such a lack of demand that the buyers were unable to push the price to 23 cents, and so it's rolling over. You're going for a bearish engulfing candle. There's just really nothing looking left. I mean, a retest of 17.7 cents seems likely until we get back above 23 cents, which we may not. And what do we know about the whole, M-shaped completion stuff? If this is setting up for a shark, I mean, it's going to lose. What, 60% of its value if they just want to make an M shape. If they just wanted to catch up with everything else, right? Oh, 886. Yeah, I mean, and that's the bad action magnet move of that. So you broke in the bad action magnet, BAMM. So that's Scott Carney teaching phenomenon, and it's really when the B point of the potential M shape is broken, you have a high probability chance of at least a 78% retrace or 886. You've done it. You've done all the bad things. Your probability is lower, higher probability lower. Until they recapture 23 cents, you're effed. But then, you got some that are just okay. What about Cardano? There's nothing here except to flip a coin. You would want to see a back test, same analysis, right? The market doesn't move anymore. You'd want to see that. You want to see 200 test. You want to see 64 cents be tested again. And if they do that, then you have to recapture this high to confirm a double bottom, because they just do this and roll it over and go lower. I mean, it's just crappy times for altcoins. Crappy times. And but here's the devil's advocate of not good, right? Is, well, what happens, man, if Bitcoin breaks higher, if it goes to 100K? Well, you got all these M shapes here that have completed already. They have lost 88% of their value from the election. This is the Donald Trump election M shapes. And they're just sitting there. They're just pausing. But with no confirmation. And this one's below support resistance. I mean, below $24 is kind of gross. Yeah, I mean, $15, $13 on deck, below $22 long enough. So, that's what's making it so tough, because it's well, you got H-bar and Alga. They look like they're going 30, 50% down, from here. Doge looks like it's ready to go lower. But then you got a lot of these S coins that are dang, man, they're completing the M shape. There's a decent amount of these, Caspa. No, Cas is scary. Cas is not in the same boat as anything. It's in its own world of potential Wyckoff distribution. Maybe not, but this is concerning. Okay. I don't even know if Bitcoin's going to matter at this point. The downtrend is so well established now. This 9.7, 10 cent support. Psychological, but it is very, very real. Going back from December of 2023, February 2024, look at this. April 2024, look at this, man. November, October 2024. Well, they finally broke it. But they've recaptured it. Hey! Are they trying to reconfirm its validity as support right now? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, they're trying. I mean, that's not very good effort. Okay, that's fine like a fruit fly. Because you cannot have Bitcoin go to 92K. If Bitcoin goes to 92K, Cas breaks this 9.7 cent level, and the downside potential is pretty much unlimited. I mean, it is oh wow, it's at 10 cents now, but if it breaks that level, it just gets cut in half. It goes to 5 cents. Or at least a test of 7 cents, right? That crazy wick low, the one we got beginning of the month. I mean, this is how close you are to death. So it's death or glory. Oh, they've recaptured the level, and then they're reconfirming it as support at the very bottom of that level, right? Okay, time to go to 14 cents. But if things don't go well on Bitcoin in the coming week or two, that's it breaks that level, retests this level, probably just capitulates through it and goes straight down to this August 2023 old high. I mean, that It seems set up for that. I've got an alert set up. You should too. Please pay attention to 9.810 cents. Death below you, glory above. Place your bets. Yeah, that's just, all right. I didn't mean to even look at this one. I think KSM was one of those M-shape complete, but no reaction. No evidence yet of anything outside of it, just stalling here. And it's like you would think this is a level where someone could manage the risk. Like you wouldn't want to own this asset probably below 16 bucks. But dang, man, you can't say you're at a high risk situation on this because you're at a bottom. Like, but unfortunately, you're at all-time lows. So in this situation, you're just praying to God that Bitcoin goes to 100K instead of 92K, because if it goes to 92K, you're heading right back down to $17, which is, how much downside is that? I mean, that's 20% downside just for nothing. Yeah, but it's cool. We can pay attention to them, right? LRC, same thing. It's like it's got an M shape. It looks beautiful. And look how it's correlating to this inflection point. From 2020, from 2018, from 2017. It's like a perfect level to construct a trading plan, to strategize stop loss with great upside potential. It just is. I mean, and you've got the really nice structure here. It took 90 plus days for this to develop. So it's like, well, why is it down 4.2% today? It was doing good. Yeah, it's just chopping. I mean, someone could probably, like, if they're hoping for Bitcoin to break upward, then they would stop at 12.2 cents, right? And then your upside 17 to 18 cents. And then I'm not sure after that. So all I can do is come here and show you, you got M shapes completing, but no confirmation. That's that's one of the prettiest ones, okay? Because the sheer importance of this level, like what happened historically on Loopring, some scam. Yeah, Loopring, dude. Yeah, they're gonna change the world. Oh, look, they tested it first time, 13 cents. You know, October 2017, November 2017. It ran to all-time highs, crashed, and then it flipped to resistance in 2018. As you can see, beautiful correlation there, bearish correlation before it crashed, right? It tested, 2019 crashed, right? Terrible. Look, they tested as resistance for a pullback, you know, again. And then they recaptured it. Look, they reconfirmed it as support, right, in 2020. Not once, but kind of twice. And look what it did. It went insane. I mean, it's an ancient battleground where we are right now. An ancient battleground with an M shape that's not, it's almost like storage a little bit. But it's like, okay, so I'm trying to apply traditional technical analysis to a scam. Dang, it's not easy, man. Mag 7s for Monday. Well, we had a good in-depth discussion of the weekly close on Friday on those Mag 7s. Okay. We got 15 minutes till the daily weekly close in crypto, and the futures are continuing to be at their highs of their new day, new week. S&P up 0.36% on the new week. Dow Jones up 0.3%. NASDAQ up 0.48%. Russ 2000 up 0.5%. So, all the selling yet, you know, on Friday. I don't know if it's going to catch follow through. It seldom does these days, right? Oh, a sell off on Friday. Oh no, it's going to be so, and we're already back before we can even open the market on Monday. All right, then we'll look at something like Litecoin, which is really strong, man. Holy crap. I don't know what to make of this. Something's going on. But at the same time, for the swing trader to manage risk, it's very tough here because you're near resistance. You're not like at a support. I would really like a back test of 110. They never did it. When they recaptured the level, like, you would really wish we could get something like this. That'd be a trade. That could be a new trade setup, especially if they did something like this there. Wow, I mean, like a second low, right? They broke it, never really back tested it for running up, and so, yeah, man, and being up 3% today, powerful stuff. But again, you are below the resistance. You've not broken out. Maybe on the next test we'll break it. And then 184, that's target 3 of an old weekly trade setup. This is target 2 of that trade setup. It was initially hit back in early December. Well, here we are going on March, and Litecoin, same price, right? How many days? 83 days. Oh, boy. How about Pepe coin? Look at Pepe coin, how close it is to death. Though, hey, they could defend it. They could hold it up, and this is the bottom, right? But look, going back April 2024, look at all the tests and touches, and you're just holding on. The concerning thing is the price action you're getting really at. You can just see it, you know, the candle high close from March 2024, the wick high. There's a zone of inflection. It's been tested as support, resistance. Resistance, obviously, before pulling back. Look, another touch for dumping. It's bearishly correlating to that level. But yeah, I mean, definitely like M shape from this low, right? 98% retrace. I'm just wondering who's gonna come in and buy Pepe here. Is it you? Are you gonna buy Pepe coin? Like the insurance you would need on Pepe is the recapturing of 100,000. Whatever. That's like what, 1/1000th of a penny or something stupid. You really need this to happen. Okay, then I'll feel better. I'll actually be like, dang, man, if they did that, right? You get like a local confirmation low. You'd be like 1 and 2 here. You'd be recapturing the inflection zone. You could have mass upside potential, but you got to give me these things. I need these things. They're just not there yet. So, and here's the problem. Like, okay, that's the bullish argument. Like, hey, what you would need to happen for good things, and then if that doesn't happen, right? Well, you just know breaking this demand line, it's probably a straight shot to 30% downside to August 5th low. And if that doesn't hold, then straight down to 50% losses. Okay, so that better hold, man. That's all I can tell you. Well, I don't know, man. Stock market's closed. I mean, futures are open, but gold opened. It's down 0.05%. It's flat on the new week. All we can do really on these Sundays is look at S coins. I mean, unless someone requests something. But yeah, it's just not looking great. How's IMX? Oh my God, IMX, dude.
You're still early for Varus VRSC. You were early at $1 when I first brought it to your attention, and you're still early at $5.90 where it is now. But maybe it needs to go down a bit still. Look for a good setup and entry. Just my humble opinion.
Bruh.
Okay, cool story, bro. So Bitcoin, they're trying to hold on. And I'll tell you one thing about Bitcoin on the 4 hour that is, we didn't talk about it yet. We only looked at the daily, so sideways. But one thing that's going on the 4 hour that is one thing going on Bitcoin that hasn't been going on for a while. Something's changed a little bit, okay? A little bit for now. And it could completely change again and we're screwed again. But, okay, so you made the highest high January 19th or 20th. January 20th, 19th, whatever. Lower highs come in. Here's a higher low, same low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low. All these lows here, no matter what, are higher than this low from February 2nd. Okay, you rallied recently. What'd you do? You actually put in a higher high than at least the high we saw the 11th, the 12th, and the 14th. You did slightly higher high, but still can't break resistance. Crap. But then you had a drawdown on Friday. Oh no! And then guess what? What happened? Only higher low than this low. They're trying to make it another higher low. So the lower lows are not going on anymore. So you're going. Remember we were talking about a short-term downtrend. Well, the short-term downtrend is starting to shift into a neutral trend, a no trend, where you're no longer making lower lows. But it's really hard to say if you're making higher highs. I mean, maybe a higher high came in, but it's so like insignificant. I don't know if it matters. So it's just, that is something that has changed for now. So that's something, a piece of data I could give you. I mean, these are, right? No longer making lower lows since the second, only higher low. Even if all these lows are locally lower than each other, they all in the end are higher than this low. So, and then you got a nice rally off of that 786, 1618. Duex, whatever. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. All right. 8 minutes to go. We got Bitcoin pumping into the close. I'd imagine Ethereum's, I don't know why my alert has not gone off on Ethereum yet. I figured it would have. Storage coins up 3. Dude, storage is another world. Like, storage is very, okay, storage is, if you care about a weekly argument, it has probably one of the best weekly arguments, okay, out there. That's a dangerous question, Ariana. Okay. Yeah, so if you ask questions like that, you could be setting yourself up for crazy psychos who try to ransomware you and do all this stuff. They have tried to ransomware me before. I actually had to change my phone number years ago when they tried that. So I have to be very careful about, and anyone on the internet should be careful about with them talking about how much they actually have due to criminality and bad people. Okay. But I'll just say, own some Bitcoin long term and not selling it. Okay. It's been that way. I think everyone should have some Bitcoin long term and not sell it and just hold it and just see what happens. Who cares? Oh no, it goes to 85K. Well, then give me another 6 months. Oh, it's back to 100K plus. I think that's like to the extent of how bad things would get on Bitcoin. Like worst case, probably 80K, 85K. I'm talking the worst things would have to happen for that. But there's a chance that doesn't even happen. There's a chance we never break 90K. There's a chance we never even test 90K again. That's where we are. So that's why it's just, okay, you don't have to own much, but I think it'd be unwise. I think it's like you're risking more by not owning any Bitcoin. And you've had 90 plus days of consolidation to this level too. So yeah. Never enough is always the answer. Yeah. Not enough. Yeah, if you care about the harmonic framework, right? If you care about it, storage has it. I don't know if it's going to play out because, dude, we're talking about assets where there's just no way to gauge their value. So what we're doing with technicals is we're attempting to gauge value on scams. Right? We're using Fibonacci for our way. That's how we're navigating value on scam coins, because there is no price to earnings per coin. They don't have to report their profits. They don't have to have any transparency about what's, I don't know what's the storage devs doing. Who knows? A lot of them are printing more supply of their S coin, diluting this anyway. It's like Solana, it hit all-time high on what market cap long before it hit a fresh all-time high at the top. Yeah, because they dilute their coins. They print more of them, just like they do with fiat. Well, what's the point? Yeah, what is the point? Exactly. So, yeah, I don't. So this is me just trying to navigate what value might be in a fraudulent scam joke market. Oh, M-shape's completing with confirmation lows at key inflection points. So at least, you know, if the scam rug pulls, we could have a protective stop loss set up to protect ourselves. You know, anything below 28 cents, you would never want to own this trash. That thing's probably going to 12 cents or lower. But hey, above it, my God, man, you might have a chance. Inverted hammer, you're catching fall through this week, about to close in 4 minutes. Hey, it's there. There's no arguing with its existence. But that's about as far as we can take it. You know, I'm never going to be like, storage is a good coin. It just has a good structure on the weekly, and it is trying to put in, they're trying to put in a confirmation low. I just got word that my cousin just got engaged. So can we please get some
Hype in the chat! Look here! Look, listen!
Hi in the chat for Joy. My cousin's name is Joy. Just getting messages about it blowing up. Awesome. Music stomp? Maybe? Okay, 3 minutes Bitcoin running. You know, it's just putting, oh, here's your low. Well, this low is higher than this low. Okay, well, this low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low. My God, dude, we got a little higher low bonanza going on joke timescales. Yay, indeed. Yay, indeed. We got 2 minutes and change to the close. I mean, you know, what do we do on these streams outside of just look for reversals and all that? Look for, you know, structures that give us an increased probability of a reversal one way or another. And I think you got like, I mean, something like EOS, biggest joke in the world, man. Just look at that. You know, completes an M shape so large and just joke craps out. I mean, it's so bad. It's such a scam. But this scam, they're painting an M shape here. Wow, it's an M shape. Oh, I wanted to look at Trump coin, okay? So we can laugh at it together. Some anonymous.
Anonymous tipped $25. Banned weekly? Ventured into the depths of doom recently.
It did. It did. We'll look at that right after this. Well, we got 2 minutes till the close, so we got local on the 8s. But real quick, I thought y'all might get a kick out of this for entertainment purposes. I don't have any faith in this, but it's there. You got an M shape. You got this swing low of 1586 that the buyers are completing the M shape at. And you can see a reaction. And they're trying to confirm it. But look, so the problem is, you know, with these 4-hour structures, look, that's a lower high for sure than this high. So there still could be like distribution going on. So it's hard to, and it's already back down to test it again. Ugh. So you are running out of wiggle room. Like if Bitcoin goes down any more, you're screwed. But hey, if Bitcoin was to go to 100K next, this could be bottoming out on Trump coin. It just could. Your stop on Trump, if you can even set stops, I don't even know, okay, on this thing where it's MEX, I guess you can. Stop loss below like 1560. And you just let this thing ride to probably $20. Don't ransomware me, bro. Why is my music so quiet? I can't hear anything. Oh, okay, I get it. We're good now. Right, you get it? So it's like, okay, M shape, type 2 return maybe. And here's the other thing about it. It was so crazy. Look at the bullish divergence you're receiving on the second low. It's like everything you could ask for is there, but except instead of the daily, it's the 4 hours. So it's very insignificant time scale. All right, there it is, chat. There it is. There it is. Jesus chimes for the daily candle close. A high low on the 4 hour. Let's go, dudes. Here's your daily. You know, whatever. It's flat. It's literally the same price as it was on the 5th. It's the 23rd. They got this pinned between two big levels, and that's it.
Congrats, cousin. Possible bullish engulfed on new wife. Connect. Wish nothing but greatest for family. Cheers, Mitch. Bachelor party time.
Andrew, thanks so much, man. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, man. Bachelor party. Well, you know, I guess my soon-to-be brother-in-law, he likes Avalanche. Well, he didn't like it. He would, back in the NFT craze, he's like an artist. My cousin's an artist too. They would utilize Avalanche back in the day, and then, you know, NFTs died, which is just crappy because it was so stupid. People just weren't in it for the art. They were in it for the speculation, the money, and the greed, right? They were using it. They were using Avalanche, and Avalanche has a completed M shape, and it's kind of at a level, but win reaction, win bids. I don't know. Like, I don't know win bids. Like, you got to think about, if they don't hold this level this time, then you're getting an 886 from this low. You're talking about a swing low to high here. An 886 is like 1484, but this thing going to $11. So, I don't know. Yeah, what do you do in these situations? It's just tough. It's like, can I trust the M shape? I don't think you can trust them yet. I would like a type 2 return. I'd like to see, like, Bitcoin goes to 100K and the altcoins do this. Oh no, Bitcoin hits it and then they roll over, and then we get a type 2 return. Then I'll feel more comfortable. Then we know the framework's there, all of it. Lawn care lover, thank you so much. Well, look at the lawn care lover mowing lawns in winter, unless lawn care lover's probably in Australia. It could be. But if you're cutting a lawn right now in the dead of winter in the US, that's commitment. Whoops, wrong emoji. Who doesn't like a nice lawn, you know? Let's go to, I don't think we look at Bitcoin's weekly. Okay, on the new week, my Bitcoin. Okay, chat, it didn't do it. Yeah, hype in the chat. We didn't put our lowest weekly close in since January 6th. This is what I was saying. It was so close. It was trading at the same price we were trading at last week and the week before. Let's freaking go, man. Andrew, you mowed your lawn in Orlando today? Do you need to? Well, I know there's some grass that's insanely cool. It's like, it's green during winter. And it's so vibrant. But not Georgia. Georgia grass. Ugh. It's beautiful in the summer. I used to have Georgia. St. Augustine grass. Is that the stuff that stays green? Winter ryegrass. Not bad. Okay. So let's look at Ethereum. How did Ethereum's weekly close? Better than you'd think. Yeah, look at that. Remember talking about the potential morning star? Follow through for now, but dude, my issue, and they recaptured this little old demand line. Whoa, dude, this goes all the way back to June 2022. Look at, they recaptured it actually. But the issue is, you recapture it, then right above you is this old mega inflection point of 3K. Still above the 200-week moving average. It's interesting, right? Just interesting. Above 3K, we're back in business. Above 3K, we're probably going 4K. Yeah, all hope was lost on Ethereum until North Korea, you know, somehow got $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum. I think it's North Korea, right? Someone said it was some guy from Belarus or somewhere in the Baltics. Some dude who looked like that World of Warcraft guy, you know. You know, the South partner, there was a guy that looked like this that stole all of it. That's him, man. Okay, yeah, make sure I'm not a robot. Okay, dude, just click on your stupid picture. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, daily though on Ethereum is just interesting because it's a wedge. It's a wedge, but no confirmation low. What's up, Charles? Yeah, we have people that know their grass in here. Sorry, losing it. Okay, man. So, we gotta look at Band, which that's scam coin number 1,227,306. You know that. Band coin did get obliterated. Recently made all-time lows. But yeah, I mean, where's the swing low? I mean, so many of them now down here. Like, which one is it? Clearly at the bottom. I would love it to break 118. We know what happens if it breaks 118. We were here to identify the back test of that spring, November 21st, and it went up, and it just up thrusted to the level and came right back down, and then it's lower. So it's, you wanted to see it on some time scale, though, I think. So it was weekly. He wants the weekly. Yeah. Heart rate monitor. No, the German elections will have no effect on Bitcoin's price. No. Remember Germany, like I think in their law, like they have a law where they have to immediately sell something like Bitcoin. If it gets seized and they have it, they have to sell it immediately. So they did that. So here's your weekly on Band, Anonymous, you requested. What was once support, right? It flipped to resistance, but it, you know, had a good week. It was up 12.58% this week. So kind of like a morning star caught follow through like Ethereum. So I guess if you're above 98 cents, you're okay, but you do have to break 125, and then you could have a good straight shot. $2 could double again. I mean, that's what typically happens when it breaks above 124. It's a straight shot. Straight shot to $2. I mean, you could be working on some semblance of divergence. One low, a second low. It's definitely like XABC situation. Maybe they're completing the C wave, C to D wave. Yeah, so I would say you don't want to own it below 98 cents, but I guess it's okay above 98 cents. Okay. It's straight up, in a way, okay? In a way, it's kind of like storage, where it's like that was the type 1 potentially, right? And this might be a type 2, maybe a type 2, maybe. And that's not even a shark because it's not even a 1618 here. But we could make it a bat or something. I know you could, that'd be the A point, B, C, D, whatever, be a bat pattern. So either way, it's like maybe they're trying to do that on these alts. Like that was the first test, and this was clearly that's the reaction. And maybe they're going for the reversal. This and storage. I can't remember if GRT's down there yet either. Dude, look at this on GRT. It's like, wow. Type 1. Reaction, type 2 return, maybe. Maybe. And it's all in the third valley. So you just got to have an open heart and an open mind about what's all just happened. They just round tripped the entire Trump pump. But maybe that was the whole type 1 reaction, finally. And now we're going for the type 2 return. All right, we got a rally on the new week. We're up $200, chat. Time to retire. Pump it, man. Hey, even old Solana's up. Solana doesn't have... Oh, man. What did Solana just do? It was the lowest weekly candle close confirmed since October 28th. Oh. Not much horizontal relief here. I mean, 130 still seems like 137 could be still a good target down there. V-chain. It would be interesting if we could ever get back down to 2 cents. But maybe they're not going to let it happen. Maybe they're just going to hold 2.8 cents, the old high from 2018. But then down here you could say, wow, undeniably a type 2 return. Neo. Maybe that's like it was a beautiful M shape type 1, maybe type 2 going on. Still making a bunch of higher lows here. How did XRP close the week? Not great. Nothing special. It's just so elevated. Again, all that matters is 272. You break 272, I'm going to feel a lot better about it. Right here. Break 272 and we're good. But we're not yet. We're not good till we break that and hold it. How has the Bitcoin El Salvador experiment failed? It hasn't. They're up so much. They've generated hundreds of millions of dollars already from what they've done buying Bitcoin as a sovereign nation. So chat, you know, back me up on that. Yeah, Litecoin, was that year-to-date highs on the weekly? I've been chat for Litecoin. What's the daily? Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, highest weekly candle close since December 2nd. Highest close of 2025. Look at that hammer. Oh my God. Weird place for a hammer. Hammers are for bottoms. Not like up here. But dang, man, the defense of 107. Yeah, they break 137, man. That's where it's just a straight shot 184. That is why it's target 3 of that weekly trade setup. That's why. If they ever broke that, clean shot to 233, 255. Wow. So still more than before. More than before, more than before. Strong, man. Unreal strength compared to the rest of this market. Think about what's going on with Litecoin. November 5th. $71. Look, it's up 83% still since the election, and we've just gone through a lot of these alts that have lost 99 to 100+% of their value from those November lows. So different world. This is clearly has different market participants, or way more market participants. Different universe. Litecoin, Bitcoin, XRP. Not many more. I mean, there are not many that are in this category of superiority. You gotta love the RSI on Litecoin. Holy crap. Look how they just recaptured 60 on the weekly. Just sitting perfectly at 63.3. That means plenty of upside potential on the weekly. Oh yeah, dude, Filecoin taken off. Quote unquote, taken off. Yeah, off its over 100% low. I mean, hey, you want to talk about the basement? You want to buy basements? You might be sitting in it for a few months, not making anything, but historically, this is exactly where it reverses. Historically, this is exactly where Filecoin appreciates in value, minimum 40 to 45%. It just is. I don't make the rules. It's just there. Right? Every single time it gets to this level, eventually makes its way back to 486. So if you are wanting to, You're at the bottom of the dumpster right now. Garbage juice everywhere, but just have a stop below 287, 286, and let it ride to $5, I guess. It's moving though. It's up 0.64%. Yeah, that's what altcoins do. The new week starts, the bots are like, ooh, oh my God, freak out. And then, you know, a couple hours go by and it's gone. So yeah, new week on total. Starting off great. But man, it's just initial price action. That's all it is. Yeah, you just look at Ethereum here, in a way, like having an open mind, you could say it's not bad, right? Like Ethereum on the weekly, when you just look at like, okay, here's definitely inflection zone 2100 to 2400. Okay, well, you bounced off that and you're near the bottom of it, right? So it's like, okay, the M shape completed, right? Couldn't it go straight back to 4K maybe? I mean, you got to break 3K and all that, but just saying, it's interesting. I love that strength. That is telling. Above the 200 week, yeah, moving average in 2400, completing an M shape. It'd be nice to get a confirmation low down there again, but man, they keep this up, maybe you're not going to get it. Show you right there. I just. Maybe what, you know, they take it up here and roll it over and we get some sort of confirmation lower. Man, that would be so much better. We would get an M shape with a type 2 return. We get a local double bottom. It would just be better for risk management. You just have more of an edge. We don't have it yet. But man, I just hope it goes to million now. But it's hard to say that. Vitalik loves communism. It's so crazy, man. Nick P, it does not need to be your retirement asset. It doesn't provide anything. All it does, all crypto provides us with are structures where we can manage our risk optimally. And that's only about, what, 5% or less of the time. 95% of the time, crypto is a coin flip, casino, joke, scam market. It's a scam market even when we're identifying M shapes completing, falling wedges, divergence, everything can still get rug pulled. Thank you, BMR. Likewise. The love is mutual for all of you. Anyone watching, you know. And just real quick, we had some renewals this weekend. Thanks so much, King Space Cow, for the 1 year, just about an hour ago. Thank you for that 1 year renewal. Will2574, thanks for the 3 months continued support, man. Count Soul, nice name. Thank you for joining for the first time ever. Used, thank you so much for the 4 months continued support. Must Be, thanks for the 15 months continued support. Georgetown Felix, thanks for the 19 months continued support. That was all yesterday, today. And then Cheyenne joined Patreon. And then you got JRMPT. Thank you for the 3 months continued support. Sam Harrison, thank you for the 5 months continued support. Bick It, thank you for the 12 months continued support. One Willow, thanks for 3 months continued support. It's all over this weekend. So thank you so much to everyone who supports this 100% crowdsourced community. Thank y'all. Okay. When you support that way, you're just telling me, hey, I appreciate that you do not monetize. I do not want to see stupid woke ads. I do not want you to pull a rug on me, start your own scam coin. I do not want affiliate marketing links to less than reputable exchanges that are going to rug pull you. That's what you do when you are in the Citadel and the Patreon. So thank you all for that. Appreciate it. If there was something worth looking at on gold, I would. It's literally flat. Yeah. Stock market futures are still kind of at their new highs of day. Like they opened and they're all up. And they've continued up. Now the S&P 500 is up 0.44%. Dow Jones up 0.37%, NASDAQ up 0.56%, Russell 2000 up 0.56%. Nice. But let's see if it can last the night. You live by the luck you make, right? And let's hope it lasts the night. Okay, let us continue to spin the wheels of the Bitcoin truck in the digital mud. And I will be continuously waiting for a technical event to occur. We will not get a technical event until 100,000 is broken for real. Not tested as resistance and rejected. It's not a technical event. That's something that happens, but the technical event will be breaking it for real. Holding, not this joke on February 3rd. And maybe back testing formally as support. Or we're running to 92K. We break 92K and we're below that level. Those are two technical events. Nothing until then. So you're just floating around an entire effing month now. So you got to say.
Can devs do something? Every day I'm checking the price and
It's not dipping. It's the same.
every day I check the price.
Same price.
Well, I can't take this anymore. I have overinvested by a lot.
That's where we are, man. Wow. Futures still continuously rallying. Highs of day. Plunge protection team in full effect, man. Yeah, but you're not out of the woods. You got to break this level right here. You got to see highs above 6,100 right there. That's going to be good. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get some dinner. Thanks for coming out really during these times. These are tough times for the streamer. So I really do appreciate y'all showing y'all support. All I can say is this soon shall pass. And until next time, respect the TA.
turd nuggets.